have next-level skills. Don't blink, you just might miss them. You've seen people do awesome things with pizza dough before, but you've never seen a pizza boomerang. You can tell this man has confidence in his skills. Nobody else would throw dough across the street market. It normally doesn't come back. If there's one thing humans just can't seem to do, it's drawing a perfect circle. This amazing teacher is here to prove that it can actually be done. One gentle swipe of her arm, and you can't deny that's pretty much a perfect circle. But she's not alone. These people seem to have mastered the art too. I just can't seem to pick who's best. Her skiing is hard enough for most people, but it could always get harder. You'd think doing it without skis would be enough, but this expert's tried it blindfolded while breakdancing, and he's even thrown a few no-hands tricks in for good measure. This worker's cleaning the floor in ways I never thought possible. You might never see anything done that perfectly ever again. I'll bet he's the only person on Earth who knows that technique. Sorry to do this to you, but your workout routine is about to be put to shame. This guy can do things with no support that most of us struggle to do when we can lie down. I've never seen core strength like it. Pogo sticks are for kids, not the way this guy uses his. Maybe he can go higher because he's heavier, but I don't know anyone who could actually clear a car like that. Christopher Spell has one of the most incredible world records ever. This is his attempt at the highest standing jump. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried jumping without a run-up, but this isn't what it usually looks. None of our quick cleaning tricks stand a chance against this guy's genius method. Sure, it's pure luck that the table spins, but it takes an alert mind to spot the possibilities. Soldiers go through rigorous training to develop skills that most of us don't have. But even with all that hard work and dedication, there are some things that people just can't do, like walk on water. Everyone except him. We've all seen people mess up with their nunchucks, but this man's so good, it's difficult to believe he knows what that feels like. Not only is he super fast, he clearly knows every trick in the book. This waitress would leave you in the dust if you agreed to race her. I've never seen anyone input anything into a computer at that speed before. Most people can't even do a single push-up, let alone what this guy's doing. The level of strength and skill it takes to pull that off is insane. If he wasn't filming any of this, I think I'd have a very hard time believing it actually happened. If you've ever thought you just can't make pancakes fast enough, now you know you need a pan that can rotate and a friend with impossible spoon skill. These guys are great at their job. Not many people can cut grass like that and with such speed, but no matter how good they are, it would still take them twice as long if they weren't together. You can bet that watching these guys come into the dining area in perfect unison like this will definitely improve your level of satisfaction at this restaurant, no matter what you're eating. This guy has some serious BMX skills, and he wanted to prove it by doing something nobody else ever would have thought of. This is proof that not everything that looks like a mistake is actually wrong. Just watch this incredible basketball shot. He drops the ball for show and lands the shot with his foot instead. There are some things you just can't see without being impressed. Ring dancing is one of those arts that always seems to amaze onlookers. But this guy brings a whole new meaning to the craft, and he's even gone to the effort of dressing up like Neo from The Matrix. This guy has obviously practiced a lot, because this stunt is seriously incredible. Does anyone know if a stunt like that can be done on a skateboard, or has this guy invented a whole new sport? Not only can he package boxes super fast, but he's also very thorough. The entire box is covered in tape in just a matter of seconds, with not one glimpse of the box showing through. I think we could all do with a couple of lessons from this chef. Watching him peel a melon at those superhuman speeds is a sight to see. And to top it all off, he has his fingers intact. The things he can do with pizza dough are incredible. Have you ever tried to spin pizza dough? It's not as easy as it looks. So really, this should be impossible. You have to wonder if this makes his pizzas taste even better. He sure knows his way around a base after all. There's something about speed eating that seems to captivate just about everyone. And it's easy to see why when you have a look at this man eating a bowl of noodles. I promise, it's not as easy as he makes it look. After watching this guy mess around with a slinky, I'm pretty sure just about anything can bring in a crowd if you make it seem like you know what you're doing. He really does have my attention though. Watching that thing move is just mesmerized. Sign spinning is almost a lost art these days. You almost never see it anymore, which is a shame. When it's done right, it can be a real treat to watch. And this guy is the perfect example of that. Unless you're super coordinated and have lots of time on your hands, juggling just isn't an option. This man isn't scared though. He's practiced so much that he started coming up with new ways to do it. We all thought money counting machines were essential because no human can count that fast. But she's got a crazy technique going, and now I bet she's as fast as any machine. I don't know how he does that so well, but it's an incredible skill. He can probably cut that whole field of trees in a matter of minutes. Everyone can dance, but can you do it like him? If I didn't know any better, I would have thought it was a glitch in the Matrix or something, but nope, he's just busting out moves better than I've ever seen before. This person has worked out how to beat the system with pure skill. He must win a lot of bets. Usually a bike stunt requires basic things like holding onto the handlebars, but this woman is so good that she doesn't even care about those kinds of things anymore. She can do stunts while sitting on the totally wrong part of the bike, while training at the gym, or when she's bored of that, she just stands on the handlebars to steer and she makes it look easy. Neatly rolling food that way isn't easy, but that doesn't mean you can't get good at it. This guy can roll faster than the eye can see, and he even manages to rap with a flourish. This man decided the baseball bat alone was interesting enough to play with, and he invented a whole new skill. If you're like me, you're now wishing you could watch him play a match. Just imagine him hitting the ball using one of those tricks. I don't know how long this troop of people have been practicing this, but I don't believe any amount of practice would make me this good. There's no camera trickery here, just genuinely incredible synchronicity and a huge amount of dedication. Breaking a wooden board is one thing. Breaking 4 in a single 720-degree spin is a whole new level.
Fatality.
Take a look at the celery harvesting skills these people have. They can pick and trim a stick of celery in just seconds without damaging it. There's no machine on earth that could do that job as effectively as they do. Tumbling like a real gymnast is always impressive. This woman's so good at it, she decided she could up her game by adding a huge treadmill. She was right. Pizzas are one of the greatest gifts to mankind, but even though they're super easy to eat, they're not as easy to handle if you have to cut them yourself. This man's the pizza cutting master though. He doesn't just cut and box them with ease. He does it with more style than you could ever imagine. This girl managed to combine roller skating and gymnastics, and she's turned it into something new. You've got to admit, it's pretty impressive to watch. Most people can't limbo that low on their own 2 feet. Her makeup skills are out of this world. You'd have a pretty hard time picking out which of those eyes are her real ones, and that's because none of them are. She could fool just about anyone with talent like that. This man has painted so many walls that he can now paint bricks onto paint. It's a unique method for sure, but I'm glad he has done it because it does blow your mind a little. These people have mastered the very specific art of writing with their bodies, but it's not as easy as it looks. They're so great at it you could almost think it was CGI. This person's wrapping 1 burger per second. That's faster than our brains can even comprehend. Sometimes the things you never think about are the things you'll enjoy watching the most, like this precise and effortless lawn edging with a spade. Yep, that's all. You're welcome. All chefs need good knife skills if they're going to survive a job in the kitchen. Have you ever tried to peel an orange with just a knife? I'll bet it didn't look anything like this when you tried. It looks like he's even worked out how to avoid getting sticky orange juice on everything. Legend has it, a helicopter is one of the most difficult vehicles to operate, but after watching this pilot doing his thing, you'd be forgiven for thinking that it might not be that difficult after all. You'd be wrong though, it's seriously hard. He just happens to have incredible landing skills.